Let's just do one more. This time you've won the lottery.
Oh. Yes!
That's the one.
Hi, I'm Rob Beck. I am the brains behind LGBTQTeeHee.
And I'm Anthony, and I'm the beauty behind LGBTQTeeHee.
You're here, it's our final session of a 10-week programme. We are rehearsing our sets, and next week we'll be at the BEDLAM showcase, Arts and Mental Health showcase, with our participants, and they'll be performing 5 minutes of brand new comedy material.
Hello, I'm Dan Hagley. I'm a writer and comedy performer.
And my name's Ali Belbin, and I'm an actor and director and drama worker.
I've been working with the group for some weeks, helping them to create their pieces as a comedy performer who's created work based on lived experience professionally. For many years, I've just come in a kind of mentoring role, sharing my experience, sharing ideas, what it's like to be in the spotlight, sharing your story.
Please welcome to stage, Ben!
Hello, hello, party people. How are we doing tonight? Are we in good form? Fantastic, fantastic. My name's Ben, and I am attracted to men. I just don't dress like it. I've always had an interest in stand-up, and I very recently came out. I came out 6 months ago. And so having this big group of people who are both queer, who also are trying to get into stand-up, that was just a great big melting pot for me, and I really wanted to be a part of that.
I really love getting involved with comedy and stuff, but the first time I tried it, I did it basically with a bunch of straight people. And I wanted to do comedy that's about being queer with queer people and get a sense of community from it, because I wanted people to get my jokes while I'm writing them.
So really the aim of the project for us was to help people feel like the superhero that they absolutely are. So I think between us we've helped cultivate a sense of self-esteem and self-belief, and really give our participants a chance to shine, both within the sessions and hopefully on stage as well when you come and see the showcase.
I was struggling a lot with anxiety, and I wasn't in the best place, but just getting to actually talk to people, getting to know new people, and it's such a supportive and encouraging group. Everybody's building everybody else up, and you can tell that every bit of advice is coming from, this is how I think you can make your set even better and do the best version that you can do, and it's really I feel a lot more resilient and a lot more confident in myself.
Trying to get my boobs into a sports bra is very much like a game, Tetris if you like.
Not only did I never see myself ever doing anything like this, there's so many people in the group who have also not been able to see themselves doing something like this. So for all of us to not only do this, but to do it well and together, has sort of made me go, well, if I can do this, what else is possible? And that includes things like maybe I can actually, improve my mental health. Maybe there is more hope out there for me.
My mental health has gone on an absolute journey during this project. And I honestly think that if it wasn't for this project, it'd be in a worse place than it was. And I don't think I could have picked myself up off the floor as fast if it wasn't for that amazing bunch of people.
Growing up with an animal hoarder does skew your sense of normal. Apparently it's not normal to close the curtains when you're having a roast, in case the ducks get nervous.
Getting to talk with established comedians and getting feedback on what we can do better, where our strengths are, and just everybody being celebrated for their own way of doing comedy.
And I think it's beautiful what Rob and Anne have been able to do in this corner of a corner of a corner of the world to make it just a bit better. And being reminded that humans do that and want to do that is, I think, the biggest takeaway for me.
It took me by surprise, actually, the emotion that came out, just seeing these performers who are not professional performers, just being brave and sharing their stories was really inspiring. And after the first session, I walked out and I burst into tears.
I've made a really lovely group of friends, and it feels really nice to take part in something in the queer community. I've often struggled to sort of get out and do stuff in the community.
I think what's been amazing about this project is how much we've gained as kind of convening the session, meeting our participants, getting to know them, getting to see them grow week on week. I leave these sessions absolutely buzzing. I know you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, skip away just full of joy, full of laughs. I think, we started off with a project, but we've gained a community.
And I've been able to feel like a sense of belonging, where you can just be yourself and you're encouraged to be yourself.
And I mean, it's really important for a city like Birmingham that is so diverse, that this aspect of diversity, this community is absolutely included in that, and that we hear their stories, because we don't hear them enough.
So one of the best things that I've taken away from it is taking things that weren't necessarily nice about my life and some things that are trauma at the end of the day, and translating them into something that's funny and that I can actually share with people and laugh about it myself, rather than it just bringing me down. It's a way of bringing everybody else up along with me.
I think projects like this are absolutely vital. I've always believed that stories, and in my case comedy, is how we make sense of this world that we live in and how we connect. And this project is a living, breathing example of that.
At times you have to be brave and you have to share. Even though it's a safe space, it can be quite tricky to do that. But yeah, for me, the resilience I've found is to keep going and push through those difficulties that you find. And I think the main thing is because it's a safe space, I felt able to do that.
I used to do a lot of things on the stage and I kind of forgotten how much I enjoyed it, and that it's okay to be the centre of attention and to take up space and to be loud and to be myself in the biggest, boldest way possible.
I mean, you heard there at the end somebody talking about how sort of other stuff he'd done in terms of support for his situation hadn't worked as well as coming and doing an artistic activity, being creative. And we know creative arts works where other things don't work.
I think, when times are like this, we all could do with a laugh. But no, more importantly, for our participants especially, and the queer community more broadly, we need a place to feel visible, to feel seen, but to be able to express ourselves in a safe place and in a safe way that's both fun and loving and just about a laugh.
I've gained new skills, I've gained a new confidence, and I've gained a lot of new coping mechanisms for dealing with my mental health struggles.
From a mental health perspective, it's really, really important to have projects like this so that people can come together, they have a sense of community, and they help build better resilience. I think it's great to see our participants grow week on week and to feel good about themselves, and we need more projects like this. We just want to say a massive thank you to the Birmingham Rep, to the Birmingham LGBT Centre, and for the Inclusive Communities Fund for making all of this possible.
And last but not least, a huge thank you to our participants for making this possible, and for all you lovely people for coming and watching and supporting us.
It was funny, wasn't it? That was quite comical.